So what was going through your head when you saw him quitting No Jumper and starting to get embroiled in all this shit with us?
Low key, it happened around my birthday, so I was like, oh wow. Oh wow. Not like I'm praying on the nigga's downfall or nothing like that.
Right.
But it's like when I met him, I told him like, you gotta control that shit. And he was like, I'm just keeping it real, you know, I'm being myself. And so I was like, all right. I thought it would cascade a lot sooner, but it went on for as long as it went on, and hey.
That's why it's so annoying to see him like proclaiming to be such a victim in the whole thing, where it's like, bro, we gave you such a long timeline of allowing you to sort of do bogus ass content prior to us sort of telling him that, giving him his walking papers, which we didn't even intentionally do. It was like, we kind of, from my perspective, it's like we gave you this long ass pathway to sort of show us that you had the ability to do something else, and he just didn't really do it, and now he wants to proclaim that he's a victim about it. I don't know, it's kind of crazy.
I don't know why he's just sitting in this motherfucking apartment just talking about it over and over again. I was expecting to see a little bit more. Like, not like I've been like peeping it, but since that happened, like I've been like, okay, like what is he gonna do?
You'd think he would be embarrassed to just sit there just doing this autopsy of the last few years of his life.
The comments just be talking about, okay, we get it, Sharp. Like, do something else now. Like, all right, diversify your content, Sharp.
Yeah.
Like, come on. So it's like, I want to see him do better, honestly.
Yeah.
If I'm being for real, like, I'm not even like a fan of the nigga like that, but it's like, I want to see another nigga do well, always.
I would like to see him at least try to recapture some of the magic that he had on here, because just talking about it and just sort of revisiting it over and over.
He's just brooding.
It's just weird.
It is pretty weird. I did call him a weirdo last time I talked to him.
And that didn't go well? Or
no.
When was the last time you talked to him?
Shit. So I was with the Leak Podcast. Shout out to Leak Podcast.
Yeah. So, and is that the podcast that you're consistently on now, or what?
Yeah. So, my nigga Leak, he's called nigga.
Right.
You should talk to him.
Yeah, because my main memory of him too is just, well, when I became familiar with him was when Dejan Paul like stood on a table and yelled at him.
Yeah, the Rolling Loud thing. Yeah, and you put it on your story.
Yeah. I was trying to like gas him up like it was cool.
Yeah. It wasn't. No, it wasn't. But nah. So fucking I was doing the show with him at the Novo, and then this nigga, I'm backstage, and this nigga Sharp calling me out of nowhere, and he's like, I think it's time. It's time we should do another one. This is a little bit after the Torso and the P debacle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of, I just saw this nigga like last night because I was just doing some studying for the role. And this nigga over here talking about buying a Torso with the chat.
Right.
He said, we gonna name it together.
Right.
Nigga, what the fuck?
He's trying to like lean into the joke,
and it's too late. You should have did that a long time ago.
Yeah, like watching those old clips of like when it was first starting to be revealed.
Yeah,
that he had all these weird sexual fetishes. Yeah, that was like
yeah. And I done heard a lot of other stuff, but I don't have verification, so I'm not gonna speak on it necessarily. But I think he been on camera. But anyways, so then I was doing the live show with them. And then he called me like, oh, it's time. And I was like, oh, okay. But like, I'm curious, why is it time now? Because we had a long time to do this before.
Right.
And you're choosing now.
Yeah.
So like, why now? And he was like, just, it's time. And like, he did the Sauce Walker interview a little bit before that.
Yeah.
And like, I used to fuck with Sauce Walker's baby's mom. So then like, I thought that maybe it had something to do with that. Maybe they was talking. He's like, your name didn't even come up. And I was like, oh, okay. So, and he was like, okay, you can have anybody you want, and I'll bring anybody. And then he was just bringing up people that I don't fuck with, and like people that I got like tension with, or just people like whatever. And then like, he's like, you can bring whoever you want. And I was like, okay, how about just me, Adam, you, and whoever? And he was like, oh, you need Adam. Why you need Adam there? And I'm like, I don't know. I just want somebody that's fucking there that actually does what the fuck I do.
We could like guide the conversation in a healthy way.
Yeah, like a narrator, like, you know what I'm saying? Because like, you saw how it went without one. You know what I'm saying? He's just gonna,
Yeah.
So it's like, so then he was like, let's do a duo live. And then we did a duo live. I wasn't gonna, but then he's like, Tucker needs Daddy Adam to do. And I was like, what the fuck? So I did a duo live with him, and then I just called him a weirdo and then bounced.
Right. Then that was that.
Has
the Tucker the Toe Sucker name stuck?
It stuck for a while, and it was kind of annoying. Oh, I forgot them in the car, so I made the hats to make Toe Sucking Great Again hats.
Oh, nice.
And I made like hella of them.
Right.
Like I made like 200 of them, and then I sold like half of them. But then like I still got some. So luckily Trump won. Right. So like I could sell some more, but I don't even really be trying to push that. The crazy thing is I only sucked on toes one time.
Oh, really?
It was one time.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with sucking some toes.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it either.
Also, sucking toes really doesn't seem...
Drinking pee and torsos is pretty crazy.
It's like infinitely weirder.
Fucking inanimate objects is crazy to me.
Eating the cum out of girls and shit.
I thought I heard that, but I see you done let something slip.
I mean, we don't know 100%, right? But we've heard it enough.
Like
that
I don't need to see it happen, but like I heard it happen.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's compared to toe sucking. I mean,
toe sucking's vanilla.
Yeah,
that's very vanilla.
You read my mind. Yeah, vanilla.
Right.
Big vanilla.
Big vanilla. And pee and torsos. That's like whoa.
Right.
And he was justifying it for like 5 minutes. I was like, nigga, what? Why you Sharpie the pee drinker?
Right.
I'm talking the toe sucker. Okay, you Sharpie the pee drinker and the torso fucker. All right,
I got to give it to Josh though because I never thought of Damn Homie as being somebody that I would have necessarily invited onto the news.
Right here. There needs to be an armrest right here.
Oh, for real? What, you got like a...
No, I don't know. It just feels comfortable. I could just like... Yeah.
A lot of people just kind of...
Yeah, just...
Or you could kind of lean in.
Okay. I'll lean in.
There's various options available to you.
All right, what did you finna say about Damn Homie?
I mean, I just feel like, you know, I wouldn't have even thought that she was like somebody that I would have invited onto the news. So I gotta kind of give it to Josh. I don't know if that was like his attempt to
Josh knows shit.
Put him into a situation.
When I was pitching our show, Josh was like, "Yeah, this is good. This is gonna be good." And it was.
Yeah, I think I remember having to kind of convince him to get on camera with you too, because he sort of started to think that it was beneath him or that it wasn't.
That's what he said. I didn't even want to do it.
Yeah.
But it's what worked, right?
Yeah, I mean, I told him like, "Hey, yeah,
you're welcome.
If you get on camera with this guy, like, you know." I like the idea of him getting on camera with girls, and I like the idea of him getting on camera with other P's that he maybe didn't respect. So I was correct in that regard.
Yeah.
Which
I was correct on that, Adam.
Which further lends credit to the point that like a lot of his biggest hits were basically girls that we gave him or ideas that we gave him, which he's like perpetually in denial about.
Right. He's acting like he brought them in.
Yeah.
And that's not what happened.